What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TD Fins Talk, guys. Go ahead and join the chat. I'm gonna give it about 1 minute, and we're gonna go ahead and get started, guys. We got a lot to talk about, man, going on. Free agency is right upon us, guys. One moment. I'm just setting up my settings real quick. What's up, Rejected Elmo? Shout out to you, man. What up, Batman Pops? What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Andre? Shout out to y'all. I'm going to give it about 45 seconds and we're going to go ahead and get started. Y'all give me a second. I'll be right back. What's up, Vicky S? Nice to see you again. Frank Gore gone. We'll talk about it. Give me a second, guys. Good job, boy. What's up, Miguel? What's up, everybody? And thank y'all for y'all patience with me, man. Hey, man, I'm at the new place. I'm basically standing up doing this stream, man. I love the background music. Oh, I forgot that was even playing, man. TD, your title says Super Bowl reaction. I just changed it. Why? Gosh, I don't know what's up with this streaming thing, man. It shouldn't say that, but I'll just change it once the video is over, man, to the right thing. Shout out to you, Ronnie Grooms. What's up, Moose? Guys, thanks for y'all patience. I don't even have anywhere to sit right now, man. Furniture people don't deliver our stuff until Saturday. We don't get all our stuff in the house until Saturday, so we've done all the shopping we needed to do. Just a big haul of 3 different places going to be delivering stuff on Saturday. So I got y'all on the counter with the monitor set up, and I'm standing up. I'm standing up, baby. Wearing my 1.7, wearing my TD 1.7, man, because I might only be wearing it for 1 more day or 2 more. Who knows? So I'm just getting every bit of use that I can out of it because we don't know, man. Tanahill might just be gone. All right, TD, I'm here. You still look like that. Breon, what up, man? We going after Tyrod, man. We gonna talk about all this crap, man. On my way to the hospital now to have more chemo. Shout out to you, Moose. Do what you got to do, homie. Do what you got to do. In my prayers for sure, man. God bless you, bro. Batman Pops. Hello, Breon. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started, all right? A lot of topics, a lot of things to talk about. Hold on, man. Let me see something. Let me pull up my tracker, man. A lot of things to talk about, okay? First, let's talk about the OG, okay? Let's talk about the OG, Frank Gore, all right? All right, Frank Gore is proven. Hold on, let me close this door. The kids watching cartoons. Hold on. Hey! Stop it. My bad, y'all. Hey, TD fans. TD flaked on dinner with me. Hey, get over it, Bree, man. I told you, man. We'll link back up. I'm sorry about that, man. Lifting you in good spirits, Moose, for sure, man. Moose, you got this, bro. You got it. All right? Frank Gore, guys. Frank Gore. Miami was high on Frank Gore, okay? Let's get that straight now. Miami was high on Frank Gore. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Miami has drawn a line in the sand. And we're going to talk about all these moves and rumors that's going on. And it's all going to lead to the simple fact that Miami has drawn a line in the sand. Change is here, y'all. The day where we overpaid or this and that and this are gone. They're gone. We have to, the first thing we have to do to be a successful team is cure. We have to cure our team, man. And how do you cure the team? You have to start fresh this year by getting rid of all the bloated, unnecessary contracts, okay? You just have to. And that's the direction they're headed. Frank Gore is going to be signing a 1-year deal. And I might be wrong, but isn't it like $2 million or something like that? But the problem is, look at how much Miami was gonna have to pay him, and we just weren't gonna do that. We're past those days, guys. We are past those days. Oh, one moment, guys. My mom's calling. Hello? Okay, didn't we send the address? Okay, you want to write it down or you want me to text it to you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that one, so I have a choice? Yeah, we'll go with what I have. I'll text it to you right now. Yeah, I'll do that. Email and address. Okay, when are they shipping it? All right. All right, let me send it now. My bad, y'all. Y'all see, my phone is actually broken. My phone is broken. The problem is they shipped me a new one, but they sent it to my old address, so I had to redo everything, cancel that, and redo it. So y'all just bear with me. I just need to send my information to someone. One moment. And thanks for y'all patience, man. I'm in the middle of taking care of all kind of business, man. There we go, right here. All right. Email.com. All right, got that. And last address. All right, we got it. All right, perfect. Sorry, guys. See what y'all talk about. Did I see the Fins paid $33 million for a lineman? You looking wrong, Bree. You are wrong. I think I seen that. Bridgewater turns down Finn's offer. Bridgewater is preparing to be the next guy in New Orleans. It was a bigger offer. He turned down Tyrod Taylor. I guess he's coming in. You got me mad text last. You got my mad text last night. Pete, I ain't getting no text, man. I actually have my wife's phone right now. And I'm off of that and the iPad right now. So my phone is done. But they will be shipping me one hopefully in the next 2 days. Hopefully. So hopefully I don't have that issue. You see how much Denver is paying Jaan James. Alex did offer his $80,000 in a lunchbox full signing with Jaguars. We need to buy TD a phone ASAP. Hey, it's coming. It's coming. But anyway, guys, we done talked about it, Frank Gore, man. That is what it is. We done with the contracts. Older running back. We're purging the 30-plus players. That's a fact as well, okay? Well, let me show that message. But, guys, let me see. Should I go Jaan James first or quarterback situation first? Y'all let me know in the comment section. What do y'all want first? Jaan James situation or quarterback situation, man? Because I got a lot to say about all this, man. I got a lot to say about all this. Gosh, man. What was I wrong about? Paying a lineman $30 million, from my understanding. Jaan James, quarterback, James, both. James. We'll start with James then, because I want to say this quarterback stuff for a second. We're going to get on this quarterback stuff after we talk about Jaan James, man. More money-driven information. Make sure I ain't missing nothing. this is just, it's really, it's nasty, man. This whole quarterback thing. But we'll talk about Jaan James first. Gosh, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Hello? I sent the email. All right, I'll send it again. I'll send it right now. Sorry, y'all. All right, so. Sorry, y'all. Just taking care of this phone situation. I gotta get me a phone, man. At ymail.com. All right, it's in. All right, Jaan James, y'all. I have mixed emotions, man. It's ridiculous. It's like the worst thing that we've had for the last 5 years has been our offensive line. 10 years, even probably, oh my gosh. The worst thing ever, right? And we got Laramie Tunsil on the locked in for now, but we have no one else, right? And at first thought, it's like, how can you not sign Jaan James? And then I have to take a step back and say, I have to be consistent in everything I'm talking about. You know how you hear all these other people talking about, oh, throw the Brinks truck at them, give them all the money, you know? Why aren't we paying these guys? We can't even keep our own guy. And I'm like, $13 million a year? Let him go. Let him go for a right tackle. Not even a left tackle, y'all. But $13 million a year? Congratulations to the Denver Broncos. You got yourself a good right tackle. It's more proof that we are moving away from giving all this extra money, guys. We're done with that. No more giving all this extra money. Somebody said Gore is sitting. They're not even on the roster. One of them already been released. They're not going to re-up with. I don't know about the other one. I got to remember which one it was. I'll look it up. But Gore and Sitton, one of them already is being released. We don't have an O-line. That's a fact. We have no O-line. All we have is a left tackle and Laramie Tunsil. That's all we have. Okay? Somebody said, why are you wearing this shirt? Because it might be the last day I get to wear it, and it's not a shirt. It's a jersey, baby. Woo! It's a jersey, baby. But anyway, man. Oh, Dwayne Wade in the house, y'all. Shout out to D Wade. Everybody don't believe me, but that's the real D Wade, y'all. Y'all can keep on not believing it. Good morning, y'all. I hope everyone on here has a great day. Salute, TD. Shout out to you, D Wade. Dean, keep him for what? So, you have to save that money for X. I think you meant save. We ain't got to save that money for X. You'll see, man. But listen. Jaan James is out of the door, man. We don't have an offensive line. All we have is a left tackle. I like it because we're not paying him that kind of money. But I don't like it in the sense of what direction do we go? Because we already had major holes to fill on the O-line. I know I need to change the title, guys. I actually did. For some reason, it didn't change. It kept what... from the Super Bowl, but I'll change it when the stream is over, okay? Hey, Bree, get out of here, man. That's right, I'm a Heat hater. I don't like him. But anyway, we don't have an O-line, man, so it's like we got more holes to fill now, all right? Now, on another note, let's talk about the O-line real quick. Let me tell you why I'm actually excited about getting rid of him. Jaan James, not getting rid of him, but it's fine. We're not going to pay all that money. And I hate to keep on referring to the Patriots, but I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something the Patriots just did, okay? And this is the type of team we're going to turn into. No, we're not going to be the Patriots. We're not going to turn into the Patriots. But the behaviors that they exude is what we need to pay attention to and make sure that we are not far off because it's winning behaviors, all right? The Patriots traded for a left tackle last year, right? And they were only getting them for 1 year. Kid is young, 25 years old or whatever it may be. Came in and played amazing football for the Patriots. And some people are like, wow, the Patriots just lost their left tackle that played great football last year. He is one of the best left tackles in the NFL now. 1 year with the Patriots, his whole career just shot off. He wins a Super Bowl, everything. And the Patriots couldn't keep him. Oh, they're in trouble. No. Why do you think the Patriots wouldn't go ahead and pay an all-pro player at left tackle that's 25 years old? That's 25 years old, y'all. You know why? Because last year they drafted their replacement. They know how to bring in a replacement and have a great starter, and now that great starter is up for his big money. And what did the Patriots say? They shook his hand. Thank you so much for your services. You were great for us. You will be great in this NFL. Go off and get paid. Congratulations. Didn't blink twice, y'all. Didn't blink twice. Let him go. One of the best left tackles in the NFL. Shining year last year. Won a Super Bowl. Led the way. Led the way. Touchdown winning, Super Bowl touchdown. Led the way. And they're cool with just, all right, thank you for your services. Peace. Out of there. Because they had a left tackle that they drafted the same year sitting behind him waiting to start. Grooming him. They're so far ahead that they have people they are grooming. So once people come off of their rookie contracts, they can say, bye, it's time for you to go get your big money. We'll see you later, possibly. And we already got your replacement. That's where we need to get, guys. It's where we need to be. To the point of where when rookies come up on their new deal, we don't even need to re-up. We already got their replacement at the cheapest price possible because we got them in the draft. And that was huge, man. And that's what we need to get to, guys. That's the direction we need to head in. And I actually like what they did, but we're ushering in a whole new era, guys. We're ushering in a whole new era. All right? We done lost Jaan James to Denver. It is what it is, all right? But bigger news, in other news, quarterback situation. I'm starting to get pissed. I'm just starting to get pissed, okay? First and foremost, all these rumors about what Miami's going to do at quarterback. How all of a sudden, a day or two before the trade deadline, all of it changes all of a sudden? Oh, Miami targeting Bridgewater. What happened to all that last week and the week before and the week before that whenever I kept telling y'all, stop listening to all this crap out here, man. You don't know what's going to go down. Oh, we going after Nick Foles. Oh, we going after this. We going after that. Stop. Now look. All of a sudden, Miami targeting Teddy Bridgewater. And what happened with that? Teddy Bridgewater would rather take less money and be a backup for the Saints in hopes that Breeze takes his last year or two and exit the NFL and he can be the future. He would rather take a less money to be behind Breeze. Shout out to Martin Gonzalez for the donation, man. He would rather take less money, man. Let me help y'all understand something. I said this before, and some of y'all ain't understand, but hopefully you understand now. Who even wants to come to Miami and play quarterback? I'll tell you one even. I'll give you a situation even worse. Who wants to come to Miami and play quarterback behind the worst offensive line in football, and then you just lost your right tackle in Jaan James and got worse on the O-line?
You got worse on the O-line. We understand why we did it. We understand why we didn't re-sign Jaan James. I'm happy about it. But what quarterback wants to come to Miami talking about, I'm going to be the starter without an O-line? I ain't trying to keep Tanahill. Tanahill is gone. I'm wearing this right now. I might wear it tomorrow because it's the last 2 days I'm going to feel comfortable wearing it. So don't give me that Tanahill crap today. Oh, you just love Tanahill. You defending Tanahill. I ain't even talking about Tanahill. He ain't even in this conversation. He's as good as gone already. He's as good as gone. I wouldn't even want Tanahill to come back. Why? So you can make him look even worse behind an even worse offensive line? Even worse? No, we might not have to keep Tanahill. You know what, Pete? I might actually be mad if we keep Tanahill at this point. I might actually be mad. It's almost finishing out his contract to just be a league ragdoll. Just abused. Just allowed to get abused at will. I would be mad if we even keep Tanahill at this point. I actually want to see him go off and be successful somewhere. I hope Jacksonville gets a trade with us, or we cut him and he ends up in Jacksonville. I hope something like this goes down. I want to see that guy be successful, or at least try to be. It's ridiculous, man. Jesus TD, let the team build off of young talent. Of course we're going to build off of young talent. The problem I have is this. People always underestimate the evaluation of young talent. Let me give you an example. We can bring in a young stud wide receiver right now, fresh out the draft, or 3 years in the NFL, and we bring him into Miami. How are we going to evaluate that young talent if there's no good quarterback to throw him the ball? How do you evaluate his talent? You can evaluate, oh, that was a good route. I mean, the ball wasn't thrown to him, but he ran a good route. We don't know how good he is with his hands, because the ball never gets to him. Oh, he's wide open, but the offensive line had already got the quarterback sacked, whoever that quarterback is. That's my problem with bringing in just straight up young talent and not having a competitive team. My problem is you are falsely evaluating at young talent. You ain't got an O-line, but you bringing in a young running back and he can't get off because there's no holes. How are you really evaluating that? And that's why some of these guys go off to other teams and they're successful. Relax, give the staff a chance. I'm giving the staff all the chances in the world. But my thing is, man, I need to see something right now this year on that O-line. When Wednesday drops, we better go get one of the top guards in free agency, another right tackle in free agency. I want to see at least 2 moves made on that O-line on Wednesday. I want to see at least 2 moves made on that O-line in free agency, not the draft. Because when we get to the draft, you better make some more moves on the O-line. But if anything, you can't evaluate anything if you don't have both sides of the trenches locked down. You got to have both sides of the trenches locked down, man. Your receivers, you can't evaluate if the O-line ain't giving the quarterback time. You can't even evaluate whatever quarterback you bring in if the O-line ain't giving you the time. You can't evaluate the running backs if the O-line ain't giving you time. You can't evaluate these cornerbacks if the D-line ain't getting to the quarterback in time. Because any wide receiver will eventually get open if you give them 5-6 seconds. You have to solidify these trenches, and then you can evaluate young talent. Shaking my head, so you want right now. I don't want right now. I want trenches right now, or halfway decent right now. I want whatever's going to allow us to evaluate talent right now. I ain't saying I want a Super Bowl winning team right now. I want what is going to allow us to evaluate our talent right now. Just evaluation. That's it. Yeah, they great scouts, Bree. But once again, this is all a trial period for Flores. I believe in Flores. I'm just basically expressing what I think needs to happen. And it's what I look forward to seeing happen. But if I don't see it happen, I'm going to be a skeptic. And throughout the season, it's going to be on him to prove me wrong. Based off of my take. Based off of my take. My take. I'm convinced we're tanking this year. I might skip watching football. Listen, you always watch Dolphin football regardless. But I don't think, once again, there's no such thing as tanking in the NFL. Outside of just not having any talent. But again, this organization now is going in the direction of where they are going to lean on talent. That is the direction that our organization is headed in. We are going to lean on, not talent, coaching. Sorry, coaching. Coaching is going to be the ultimate accountability. Can you take this fourth round player and make them someone who should have went in the first round? Yeah, I believe so too, Bree. I like him too. I think his moves are strategic. But once again, we have to see. We have to see, man. We have to see. Oh, man. Who is that for? I remember that donation, Martin Gonzalez, so I gave you that spin, man. But listen, man. This quarterback situation, though, is starting to piss me off, man. We can't even get Teddy Bridgewater, who I didn't even want. I don't even know why we wanted Bridgewater. So he can be back there getting destroyed too? So he can be back there getting destroyed? And now they talking about targeting Tyrod Taylor? Like, come on. Like, these guys already know they're going to be a bridge QB. Whatever QB we bring in is going to be a bridge QB, guys. If y'all don't know what a bridge QB is, it's a guy who is just filling a spot until they find the guy that they really want. It doesn't matter how well they play or how bad they play. They do not have a long-term future with the organization. And you wonder why even a Bridgewater wouldn't come. You guys may be banking on Tua for next year. Just ridiculous, man. I don't even understand why we ever bank on a college player. Why would we ever bank on a college player, man? Why? Can y'all put it in the comment section? What great college QBs came in the NFL last year? Rookies. What great rookie college QBs came in the NFL last year? Can y'all name some in the comment section? This water, though, is at Zephyr Hills, baby. I'm back home. Y'all already know. I'm back home, baby. At Zephyr Hills. Ryan Leaf, who he play for? Who he play for? Well, what free agent QB do you want in 2019? Whoever costs $5. That's who I want. You think I'm going to waste my time on this market right here? Whoever costs $5. Oh, no. Instead of going to pay a QB $10, $15 million, you can go get a great offensive lineman and restructure their deal and give them more money early on. And less late in the next 3 years. Give them less. Save that money for now. If we're going to be doing what we out here, all these rumors say we doing, then we might well go get a bum. We might well go with whoever that third string is on our roster right now. You are the starter next year. Come on, man. Josh Allen. For real? Baker Mayfield. That's going to be short-lived. Mark my words. Come on, man. And how many quarterbacks came in the draft last year, y'all? How many came? Luke Falk. I know. That's who we might as well roll with. How many came in the draft last year, man? And then I can go a step further. We can go the year before that. People need to start to understand that It don't matter if you go get your first round, number 1 overall pick quarterback. If you look at history, the odds are they're going to be a bum. Like, when are y'all going to get that through your heads? History tells you that number 1, oh, we're taking for Tua. We're taking for that. Why do most of all of these guys end up being bums? Why? End up being bums. No good. Or decent enough just to keep you at 500. Why do people get so excited about, oh, we taking for Tua, or we're getting Kyler Murray? Oh my gosh. History shows you. And then you're trying to bring these guys in behind the O-lines that we've been dealing with? When are people just going to understand that? At this point, with the Jaan James moves, first round pick, don't do nothing on offense. Can you please go get a defensive tackle? Or can you please go get a linebacker? Or can you please go get a cornerback opposite Xavier Howard? Don't do nothing offensive in the first round. Please, Miami. Please don't do nothing offensive in the first round. Go get the best defensive player possible. And my preference is linebacker or defensive tackle. Period. Is Baker Mayfield better than Tanahill? We don't know. We don't know. You can't evaluate talent off of 1 year. That's like saying, based off of stats, oh, Patrick Mahomes is better than Brady all time. Come on. Come on. Somebody saying, what about edge? Not in the first round. Go ahead, stop the run, get your defensive tackle or your linebacker. In free agency, we can find edge. I believe. So, TD, how do teams find franchise QBs if they don't draft them? Of course you draft them. But what round did Brady go in? I'm just talking about wasting your biggest assets on a first-round pick on these guys. And here's my thing about QBs. Let me help y'all understand my perspective on QBs. Because people really think, man, you're just so hard on QBs, man. Young QBs, you're just hard on them. I mean, they're young. Come on, TD. Let me help y'all understand my thought process on young QBs. I like young QBs. But almost every big name young quarterback, why am I supposed to fall in love with their college play? First of all, they played at a top school. And when I say top school, one of the top schools in recruiting. And why is that important? Because go look at their film. Even ESPN all day, what are they showing? These elite quarterbacks in college said, back to pass. I'm dancing, having all day. I'm chilling. Oh, I see you wide open. Oh, there you go. Like, I'm not seeing anything that will impress me. I'm seeing a quarterback that has all day to throw the ball. I'm seeing a quarterback who's throwing to wide open receivers. And then when they get in the NFL, people try to figure out, man, they just don't look the same. Because it's a different situation. In most of the games you watch them playing in, they playing against scrubs on the other end. And y'all want me to fall in love with their highlights and their stats, but they back there on vacation. Like, come on. Did you want Tanahill coming out of the draft? No, I didn't. When they drafted Tanahill, I was like, I don't know about this. But you know what? Let's see what they can build him into. Let's see what he can become. I actually like the fact that he was a wide receiver. I like the fact that he was a wide receiver becoming playing quarterback. I like that. But when they drafted him, I wasn't a fan of it. But then I start seeing him throw the ball. I start seeing the improvement. I start seeing the promise. I started loving it. But then I started to realize he needs a great O-line. Never got one, so never got to see his full potential. Let me repeat that. Never got one, so never got to see his full potential. If you think that what you saw for him was full potential, you're wrong because you never seen him with a great O-line when he was 100% healthy. It is what it is, though. That's old news, right? That's old news. But once again, let me get back to the main point that all y'all college quarterback lovers needs to lose your delusion about. You get excited, like literally, just watch ESPN. Look at them talk about Kyler Murray. When they talk about Kyler Murray and they showing his highlights at the same time, why don't you look at those highlights and say, oh, look at that arm. Yeah, he threw to a wide open man. Oh, look at him. He's back there, but he has 6 seconds to throw the ball. Look at it. Somebody said, I think you have to look at accuracy and read the defense. No, you don't. Let me help y'all understand something about football scouting and college players. You don't have to look at no freaking accuracy and read defense. Let me tell you why. 90% of the college football players, if they got 6 seconds and got a man wide open, ain't no such thing as accuracy. You know why? Go look at Kyler Murray tape. He backed at a pass. It ain't like he throwing no freaking bullet. He throwing it up, floating it. And why? And one thing I want y'all to go look at in the highlights, go look at the receivers that's catching the ball. They running a route, and next thing you know, they slowing down because the ball's coming. The ball's coming. And talk about accuracy. Just because it's a completion, people think that's accuracy. These guys in college be back there, they just floating it up. Floating it up. When the man is wide open, you can float anything up. And it makes them look accurate. The ball can actually be greatly misplaced, but the receiver got enough time because it's floated up to go get it. Then once again, y'all wonder why when they get in the NFL, they getting picked off all the time. Come on, man. Y'all putting all y'all faith and love in the 5'9" QB. They got small hands. Small hands with a trash O-line. Soon as he gets sacked, he fumbling. Come on, man. Y'all better learn about these players. What else he said? He said accuracy and what else? Accuracy and... Let me make sure I understood. Let me see. I done already passed. I don't know where it is now. Anyway, man. No, man. Y'all just, like I said, y'all do me a favor, man. Look at this, man. My phone ringing, but it's cracked. See all them cracks in it? And the screen black. Can't even see it. Somebody calling, but I won't even be able to answer. Kyler Murray played behind a great O-line. Don't make it about Kyler Murray. Almost every single college quarterback that's a top prospect played behind a great O-line. This is why I'm so hard on these college QBs and not impressed. Not impressed. This is exactly why. I'm not impressed. They get in the NFL and that 5-second clock go to 2.5. What are they going to do? They get in the NFL and they playing with some of the best cornerbacks in the NFL and they man ain't wide open. You can't float that ball anymore. It has to be perfect. But you ain't used to throwing perfect balls. You ain't used to it. People think you are because you back there in highlights in college. Oh, floating it up, wide open receiver, catch, touchdown. Oh, quarterback is so great. What the heck did he do? But float a ball up. Sam Darnold didn't. Sam Darnold didn't what? He didn't what? I remember he threw 4 picks to Miami. 4 picks in one game. 6 picks in 2 games against the Dolphins. 6 freaking picks. That's a prime example of a college quarterback who got plenty and they doing their thing. Come on, man. Sam Darnold didn't. I'll pull up Sam Darnold highlights. I don't care if he didn't. Probably wide open wide receivers. Probably 5 seconds to throw the ball. He didn't have a good O-line in college. He probably had some of the best receivers getting wide open. It don't translate, bro. It does not translate. In the NFL, that's why I'm hard on these young college players. And then we get so enamored at the fact that somebody won a Heisman. Do you know they won a Heisman basically solely off of their numbers? These kids out here winning Heismans just based off of their numbers. Straight up numbers. You have to take chance, QB. Oh, no. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But get me a quarterback who's in a smaller school. And this isn't to take away from the quarterbacks in the bigger school. It's just that they haven't proven as much. It just looks like it because they're always in the media. But give me a quarterback at a small school, always fighting against pressure, delivering the ball in tight windows, and hey, have him on your depth chart and develop him. And you're like, well, how do you find a franchise QB if you don't draft one? You have to draft one. But I ain't saying give all your marbles in the first round. We ain't seen in several years a quarterback come in the draft that's been under pressure and that's been throwing strikes and all of the good and tangible stuff. We ain't seen that in years. But yet, about 3, 4, or 5 quarterbacks get drafted every year in the first round. Maybe one works out. And it ain't even phenomenal. Ain't even phenomenal, man. Ain't even phenomenal. Who we getting to replace Jaan James? There are free agent options. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I had some options here. One second. One moment, y'all. And congratulations to Jaan James getting his money, man. Getting his money. Oh, man, I done lost my page. I had some options. It was like 4 other options for Jaan James. I will say this. There are some other really good options. It just depends on how much they're going to cost. And some of them are older, though. And if we're not going in that direction, we're not going in that direction. So, you know the market's going to dry up quick tomorrow. We're drafting a tackle first, second, third. You mean all 3 rounds or one of those rounds? I believe it if you're saying one of the rounds, but not all 3. The Miami Dolphins will be oh wait, what kind of tackle you're talking about? Defensive tackle or right tackle? Because if you're talking about defensive tackle, then hell yeah, we are. We definitely. And whoever that is, I can't even answer. Sucks. But defensive tackle, one of them, LMAO. Trust the process. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm trusting this process, y'all. I'm trusting this process. I guess my conversation is really to many of you. Many of you that's around here begging for this and begging for that. Talk about bring this quarterback. We want that quarterback. Slow your roll, man. I mean, boy, please, whoever's going to be at quarterback, please make sure they're getting paid $1 or $2, $3 million. I don't care who it is. If we're going to be doing this, then don't be wasting money. Y'all don't get what I'm saying. This is a prime opportunity right now. When we talk about salary cap, right? If we're talking about a bridge QB, then go ahead and sign you a right tackle or a guard on a good contract, 4 years. And what you do with that contract, you go ahead and pay them a lump sum early in the contract. So that year 2, 3, and 4, you're paying less. Like just hypothetically, right? Say we get a lineman for 4 years, $40 million. This is hypothetical, okay? If go get a bum quarterback, if we're talking about bridging for next year, go get a bum quarterback and pay that tackle $20 million right now. First year, $20 million. First year. The next 3 years, $6.7 million each year. But it's going to free up more salary cap for those years. Since you want to save on your QB right now. Don't be trying to bring in no $15, $16 million quarterback, just holding up cap space. You can make contracts a lot better for the future. Who would you sign first round 13th pick? The jury is still out. I haven't even done that research. I have a lot of options, but I haven't even done it yet because first you got to let free agency go by. I can say who I want to sign, and then next thing you know, we address it in free agency. Back to the drawing board. I take things one step at a time. Because haven't you noticed things keep changing? Things keep changing. First it was Nick Foles, right? Changed. Teddy Bridgewater, changed. Tyrod Taylor, oh my gosh, please don't do that to us. Please don't do it to us. Please do not bring no Tyrod Taylor in. I don't care if he is a bridge. Please don't. Dolphins interested in former Bills QB Tyrod Taylor. Why? 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 Come on now. We got to get off of that, man. What's wrong with Tyrod for $3 million? You think they're going to give him $3 million? You think they're going to give him $3 million, Bree? Hold on, y'all. Hey. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's fine. So it's going to be that way? That's fine, and you just send it. Okay, well, I ain't going to see the email because it's on my phone, and my phone's broke, so. But I'll just log into the email on the iPad. I got it. But I'm uh-huh. Oh, I don't know. It just whenever it gets there. That's fine. I know. Well, we'll figure it out, but I'm busy right now. I'll call you back. Okay, I'll call you right back. My bad, y'all. Listen, man. They not giving no Tyrod Taylor $3 million. Ain't no quarterback in this NFL that done already been past 4 years gonna take $3 million. You'll be lucky if he take 10. You'll be lucky if he take 10. I wouldn't mind Tyrod at $3 million. Not possible. Tyrod can go sit on anybody's bench for about 6. Yeah, I know you meant per year. You don't think he can go sit on anybody's bench right now for 6? Come on, man. That's an even wasted conversation. They not paying this man no $3 million. His agent ain't finna accept. Okay, you get Tyrod Taylor for $3 million. If you get him for $3 million, go ahead and bring him into Miami. Let's go ahead and waste this time anyway. Why not? I'm a root for the guy. I don't know. I'll be honest. It's gonna be hard. Oh Lord, I guess that's what's irking me. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I don't care if they get it for $1.5 million. All right, let's go because I'm a root for my team no matter what. I'm rooting for my team no matter what, but oh my gosh, it's going to be hard. I'm looking at him right now just in his Buffalo uniform, and it disgusts me. It disgusts me. It disgusts me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Oh, it disgusts me. I don't even like the guy. He played for Buffalo, and I don't like him. I don't care if he's solid. He a bum, man. He ain't solid. Tyrod Taylor ain't no solid. He a bum. He a bum. He a hopeful. He always been a hopeful. He always been a hopeful. What QBs do you like in the draft? As far as top prospects, because let's be fair, it's going to be like 10 QBs in the draft. But as far as top prospects, don't get mad at me. None of them. None of them. I am not a fan. Because look, remember this, guys. And gosh, I don't want to talk about Tanahill, but hey, this is how I look at it. If I'm going to be a fan of them, we got to be able to upgrade. They got to be better than Tanahill. And I know that's not saying much for some of y'all. Like, oh, well, this one and that one better than Tanahill, I'm sure. Yeah, you're sure. Like you've been sure all the time. You was probably sure on Pat White. You was probably sure. Don't have me go down that list again. Y'all know when we go down that list of the 19 quarterbacks we done had. I'm pretty sure you were sure on quite a few of them. They got to be an upgrade. They got to be an upgrade. That's why I'm saying this is a prime opportunity. Miami, go ahead and take care of your defense this year. Nothing but defense. Nothing but defense. Nothing but defense. Nothing but defense. Take care of your defense. Nothing but defense. Let's take care of the defense. Matter of fact, we might even shock people. Take care of the defense, and even that might keep us in games. Make it a competitive season for us. You do remember when they were 1-15, the next year they went 11-5. Yes, I do. 11-5. I remember. Wasn't Tanahill like 8-2 in that run? I remember. Who was that? Matt Moore took over for the rest of the season? I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. I remember. Tanahill was like 8-2. If I'm not mistaken. That was supposed to be the year. That was supposed to be the year. O-line was playing well. Tanahill, 8-2. Man, we were up. We were excited. Then he went down. That was supposed to be the year. But people forget that, man. Was it wrong year? What year did we go to the playoffs? Where he got hurt? What year was that? What year was it where we still went to the playoffs? I remember. Matt Moore took over in the playoffs. Who were we playing? Was it Pittsburgh? I think it was Pittsburgh. They ran that score up on us. They ran the score up on us. That was Pittsburgh, I believe. In 2016, you're saying that we didn't have Tanahill in 2016. Is that what you're saying? I'm talking about the 2016 season, guys. Some of y'all talk about the 08 season with Pennington. Yeah, I guess you're right with the 1-15 to 11-5, but I was reflecting on the 2016 season. That's what I was reflecting on. Yeah, Pittsburgh beat us. Hey, man, Pittsburgh, man, 08 was Chad Pennington. I know 08 was Chad Pennington. I'm talking about the 2016 season. 2016. I remember he only lost like 2 games. Somebody said Tanahill got hurt in week 11. Well, he was either 9-2 or 8-2. In week 11, we probably don't count that one because he went out half of it. But we were rolling. Matt Moore took us the rest of the way. Yeah, I think Matt Moore ended the season at 500. I think he went like 3-2 or something like that. Something like that. And then we lost in the first round. 9-2 against Arizona. That's what I figured. But people don't remember that one, y'all. They don't remember that year. And technically, when you look at a young quarterback, that was his prime. That was what we thought was going to be his prime. 9-2, y'all. 9-2. Nobody had a complaint. But he got hurt. And then we were so hurt after that about everything that happened, we forgot. We went 9-2 with our quarterback. 9-2. Then he got hurt. Tanahill was sorry in the fourth quarter and third down was garbage. Okay, Alex. 9-2. 9-2, homie. Just saying. I'll give you a stat that's even better than that, Alex. What about all these other quarterbacks that y'all love and covet? What about them in the playoffs? What about how trash they are in the playoffs when they actually play good defenses? We need to focus on rebuilding the lines in the draft. Derek Huggins, man, you know what you're talking about, bro. You know exactly what you're talking about. I've been preaching that forever, man. It's that simple. Trenches. Offense and defense. Nothing but trenches. That's all we need to focus on. We need to focus on the receivers. We don't need to focus on the running backs. We don't need to focus on the quarterbacks. We don't need to focus on none of that mess. Trenches, O-line, D-line. Only thing outside of that I wouldn't mind us touching right now is a really good linebacker. Is a really good linebacker, man. Check the Chargers game that year. T-Hill balled. I know, but people will forget that year quick. They'll forget that year quick, man. They don't want to remember that year. They don't want to remember. All they want to remember is how it ended, and he wasn't on the field. And they wanted to blame him. It's that simple, man. But let me say something else, man. All these rumors, the reason why I'm starting to get pissed off at these rumors, I'm seeing stuff all on Twitter, Bortles to Dolphins. What? Hold on, you straight skipped my last two questions. Michael, I skipped your last two questions. Hey, sometimes it happens, man. I'm chatting. Trust me. Ask anybody on here. I done skipped plenty of stuff. But I don't see nothing from you anyway. I don't see your last two questions. You might want to repost it like right now so I'll catch it. Kiko cannot pass cover. Yeah, I know. I'm tired of the linebackers that can stop the run but is sorry in the pass. I'm tired of the linebackers who can stop the pass but sorry in the run. I'm tired of it, man. Tired of it, man. Dolphins was 1-4 when they went on a streak. And it was 8-5. Okay. I remember that year too. I also remember that year where Dan Campbell, the interim head coach, fired us up for a little. We were winning, then we started losing again. If Tanahill had a better O-line most of his career, we would think of him in a better light. Of course. Of course. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that luxury, though, so it doesn't matter. He didn't have that luxury. So, you know, we always need a scapegoat. We always need someone to blame. His mistakes will be amplified. His mistakes would be amplified. But you make a good point, though. For the simple fact that if he had a good O-line his entire career, out of 7 years, we'd at least made the playoffs 3 times. Just from that alone. And I'm counting the 2 years he got injured. Here we go again. Alex, man, you got to be trolling, man. Alex Rodriguez. Tanahill has no pocket awareness. I don't know how long you've been on this channel, Alex, but I've already explained this several times, Alex. And maybe you've been on the channel for a while and it's still not comprehending to you. Or maybe you haven't and you're new. But let me help you understand something about football. In order for a quarterback to have pocket awareness, they must first have a, can y'all answer that for me? This is like second grade, vocabulary, fill in the blank. In order for a quarterback to have pocket awareness, they must first have a blank. Can y'all answer what that blank is? Thank you, Adam. Thank you. They must first have a pocket, Alex. They must first have a pocket. And I don't know if that makes sense to you, but you have to have a pocket in order to have pocket awareness. That's like you getting behind a center, but you don't have a right guard. I mean, matter of fact, you only had 6 people on the field. They just took the right guard and the right tackle, left guard and left tackle off. All you got is the center to hike you the ball. You know what? Forget the center. You got the ball. You're on the ground right there, holding the ball, and you're about to say, you know how we do it in the street? I don't know if you grew up in the neighborhood in the street playing football on the concrete, skinning your knees and doing all that, and then when you got risky, you played tackle on pavement. I don't know if you did that like I did growing up, but you know when you got the ball yourself and you hiking it to yourself, and you backing up and nothing in front of you. You know how when it went back in the day when you say 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and you count to 7, 10, whatever your rules are? Just imagine there being no Mississippi. Or imagine there being a blitz. They calling the one blitz they get. I mean, let's take it back, y'all. Just imagine. Hike, and they coming straight at you. Oh, am I supposed to say you have no pocket awareness? Am I supposed to say that you have no pocket awareness? So once again, let's take it to the second grade, fill in the blank. In order to have pocket awareness, you must first have let me type it for you, you know. Some people, they can hear it, but they don't understand. You see that? Pocket. You have to first have a pocket. Come on, man. Y'all be throwing these general terms out that you hear on ESPN from people that don't even know the team, looking for reasons to make a player look bad. Well, you know, the rumors being, you know, Tanahill just hasn't had great pocket awareness. No, they're coming up with that conclusion because he's one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the NFL, so they automatically say it has to be pocket awareness, or it has to be he's holding the ball too long. But nobody says nothing to Patrick Mahomes when he holds the ball for 7 seconds, because he gets 7 seconds. But guess what? He was trying to hold that ball for 7 seconds in the AFC Championship game, and what happened? But nobody at the end of the game said Patrick Mahomes held the ball too long. But yet he took a sack of negative 14 yards, sack of negative 9, sack of negative 9, sack of negative 6, sack of negative 4. But nobody want to say he held the ball too long. Get out of here with that craziness, man. So you saying none of this is Tannehill's fault? No, I ain't saying that. But it ain't his fault no more than it's any quarterback's fault on their team. As a matter of fact, it's less his fault because he ain't got the situation they got. He ain't got a line. Y'all want me to talk about, oh, it's Tannehill's fault. Then once again, can you name the mechanic or the behavior or attributable that Tanahill exudes that doesn't allow him to be successful when he has 2 seconds to throw the ball? Come on, I dare you to try. Well, you know, even though he only has 2 seconds, he doesn't do this well. Come on, tell me. Tell me what he don't do well in those 2 seconds. Then somebody gonna tell me the other day, well, you know, I think he doesn't try to find his check down enough. Do you know what a check down is? A check down is usually your 3rd, 4th, or 5th progression. It's when you don't went through 1, 2, 3, 4, and nobody's open. I should have my man dump down in the flat. Do you know what it takes to even to go to your check down in a lot of cases? Do you know what it takes to get to your 4th progression? It takes at least 3 seconds to get to your 4th progression. Channy ain't got time for a check down. I know. People they say I make excuses for him. Forget him. You can put any face and name on that jersey. If they go through what he's gone through, I'll be defending them too. It's terrible. It's terrible. Y'all make it seem like Tannehill's been doing what he's been doing with 4 or 5 seconds to throw the ball. That's how y'all make it seem. Y'all make it seem like, I don't know what the problem is. He got time to throw the ball. His receivers are wide open. I'm like, come on. You know how many games I don't watch film and this man is already on his behind and not one receiver even turned around to look for the ball yet? They still on their route. This man already on his back. And they ain't even turn around yet. Their route didn't even develop yet. Go check out that Minnesota Vikings game. 9 or 10 sacks. You'll see that one of them is his fault. One. You'll see. And then you got the player on the sideline, Tanahill on a run out of bounds on the sideline, and you got the player yelling at Tanahill, it's all right, Tanahill, keep your head up, man, because your team ain't helping you at all. He didn't say nothing about Tanahill. He said your team ain't helping you at all. They ain't protecting him for nothing. They ain't helping him at all. Go look at it. It's on YouTube. Go look at the Minnesota Vikings game. Tanahill mic'd up. Go look at it. He mic'd up. Go look at it, man. Y'all learn, man. Yes, Jags and Jets are interested in Tannehill's backup. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Tanahill go to the Jets. He might end up starting before the end of the year. He might end up starting before the end of the year. Y'all think it's a game. You'll see Sam Darnold get benched eventually. You ain't got to believe it. Trust me. TD, well, there goes our right tackle. I know, but hey, at the end of the day, we couldn't pay that kind of money for him. It would have been nice to, but you can't pay everybody, man. You can't pay everybody. You always got to look at the money like this. What if you had the best player in every position on your team and it was time for them all to get paid? Salary cap don't dictate that you can do that. Because that means you'll have a $70 million offensive line. You'll have a $30 million quarterback. That's $100,000 right there. You'll have a $15 million running back. That's $115. You'll have a $15 million receiver. 2 of them. Come on, man. It's impossible. You ain't even go to defense yet and you already up on your salary cap. You're already done. Ain't even touched defense. So if you had the best player on every position on your offense, you couldn't even afford everybody. You couldn't afford at the highest paid. So you can't take these contracts just because, oh, we know what he can do and he's there. All right, $12 million a year? No, we were looking to pay about 9.5 to 10. That's about it, man. Who are we going to replace him with? We ain't got no right tackle. We ain't got no right tackle. We ain't got no right guard. We ain't got no left guard. We got a center that's old. Come on, man. I ain't even worried about just him right now at this point, Matthew. I ain't even worried about just him. I'll be happy if they do anything on the line. That's all I'm looking for. Whatever moves come through on the line, that's all I'm looking for. That's it. That is it. Former Dolphins third-round pick gets a big contract. Packers are giving former Broncos offensive line Billy Turner a 4-year, $28 million deal, max. Look at that. An old Dolphin player. Billy Turner getting paid. I'm just getting these updates, y'all. Tanahill deal well with solid blocking in a run game. I know. But people don't care about that. Don't worry. They're going to go right back into mediocrity and continue to fight to find a quarterback. Continue to fight to find a quarterback. And you know the biggest hurt of it all? Imagine us having Patrick Mahomes. Imagine us having Patrick Mahomes last year with that O-line. You think we'd have been in the AFC championship game? You're a fool if you think that. And I'm sorry if that makes some of y'all fools. I don't mean it. I'm just being passionate. You're crazy if you think that. Patrick Mahomes behind our O-line. You're crazy to think that we'd be as successful as the Chiefs were. And that's all I try to explain to y'all. That's it. Just that point right there. That's all I be trying to get across to y'all. That's all I be trying to get across. Go ahead and put one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Let's go ahead and put Patrick Mahomes on the Miami Dolphins last year. With that O-line, I'm going to be generous and say we might have made the wild card. Because I think we would have made, at a minimum, the wild card if Tanahill would have never got hurt. So, period, man. What you think about losing Frank Gore? We can't rely on Kenyon Drake. He can't get it done. Maybe Balaj will have a breakout year. First of all, I don't like the fact that Gore's going to Buffalo. That's number one. The OG going to be running up on us. He already know the problems we got. Even though we're bringing in a whole new outlook. So we'll see. Kenyon Drake. I've become less of a fan of Kenyon Drake. But I want to see what that looks like with new coaches. I don't like... The thing that I'm not a huge fan about Kenyon Drake with... he's not patient. He's just not patient. Every time Kenyon Drake touches the ball, it's proven he makes big plays. You're wrong, Great One DeVore. You are 100% wrong, bro. You are 100% wrong. Film don't lie, bro. You're wrong. Kenyon Drake is not patient. Let me give you an example. Hand off to Kenyon Drake to the left, -2 yards. Hand off to Kenyon Drake to the right, 1 yard. Hand off to Kenyon Drake to the left, 2 yards. Hand off to Kenyon Drake to the right, 3 yards. Hand off to Kenyon Drake to the right, -4. Hand off to Kenyon Drake to the left, 28. Woo! Kenyon Drake. Hand off to Kenyon Drake to the right, 6. Hand off to Kenyon Drake to the left, -2. Hand off to Kenyon Drake to the right, 4. Hand off to Kenyon Drake to the left, 17. Woo! Kenyon Drake. That's what happens. Kenyon Drake is always looking for the home run, and that's where it's scary. Because every time he looks for that home run, he sees 2 holes. This one's going to get me 2 yards. That one's going to get me 20 if I can get outside. I'm going for the 20. Oh, man, he got me. He got me. But if he didn't get me, he just got me. If he didn't get me, I would have got 20 out of that. That's the type of runner Kenyon Drake is. Frank Gore all he had to do is pay attention to Frank Gore. Frank Gore sees that option. This is 2 yards. That's a possible 20. You know what? I'm going to take my time going through this 2, let this right guard fulfill that tackle, and more is going to open up. That's why Gore has that run game like Le'Veon Bell. They're not hitting the hole. They're getting that ball. They're watching. They got this like slow motion speed of like, okay, I'll go that way. It's like a hop over. Let me get up in here. Hop over. Oh, that's a hole. Let me hit it hard. Now I got another decision. That's patient running. That's that Le'Veon Bell stuff. You notice Le'Veon Bell, I remember that playoff game versus Pittsburgh where they knocked us out. Appreciate you, Derek Huggins. Love you, bro. I remember that game. That game showed us a lot, man. Hey, all right. That game, Le'Veon Bell, he would get the ball, and it's like 2 yards between him and the offensive line. He would just sit. He would put a hand out on the center of the guard, and he'll sit back there. There it is, and bam. There it is, bam. That's that patient running, man. That's that patient running. That's what you need in today's NFL. This ain't no more Ricky Williams type running games out here where you hit a hole and you come outside and you go. It don't, unless you got a great O-line. Unless you got a great O-line. Do you go to practice other fins? I haven't in a while. Hopefully that changes this year during camp. I've been living in Dallas, Texas. But I am in Florida now. As you see, we just moved. Furniture is going to be coming on Saturday. It's not empty. We bought tons of stuff. We got rooms full of just stuff that needs to be open, put together, and all kind of crazy stuff. But we're going to wait on the big stuff like furniture and all that stuff to come Saturday. So I'll be pretty busy Saturday. Friday, too, preparing for it. But I will be going to practices and hopefully some training camp stuff this year, man. But Drake, I don't know if next year is going to be an awakening and they can help him with that, because I believe in his talent. The thing is, this is a contract year for him too. This is a contract year for Drake. I believe in his talent, but I'm more impressed with Balazs. That's just where I am, man. I'm more impressed with what Balazs does for us. I am more impressed with what Kalen Balazs does for us, man. Now that's explosiveness, and he put his head down, and he's going after those yards, the guaranteed. And if he sees a big game potential, he's only taking it after he's already got his guarantee. I like what Balazs does. And Balazs does a good job catching that ball out of the backfield too. Now, Kenyon Drake was supposed to be that dual back this year that caught more balls, but he was inconsistent in the pass game too. Kenyon Drake, this summer, from my understanding, last summer, he worked on being a better threat in the pass game. And I didn't see that take off. I didn't see that take off this year. So we'll see, man. I just think that they have several options. That's the beauty about the receiving core and the running back core. We have options. I mean, look at the guy, Bolden. You even got Bolden from New England. We got options on our roster. We got options. Somebody said Drake's not the best blocker. Oh, my gosh. Thank you for saying that. It blew my mind. It passed my mind. That is 100% fact. Man, you saw sometimes Tanahill back to pass. Drake is picking up that blitz and bam, gets blasted. Like literally. Go check out the film. I mean, there's sometimes Drake got blasted and the quarterback got sacked. And like he did a good job recognizing the blitz is coming and he was going for it. Oh my gosh, the linebacker destroyed him. And this wasn't just once, it was on occasions. He finds the good thing is he finds the missing guy to pick up the block, but he ain't picking it up. He got to hit that weight room. He ain't picking it up. They are blasting him. Again, don't get me wrong. I have hopes for Drake, especially under a new coaching regime in the way that they use him. But there's some things he has to improve on. There's some things he has to improve in. Balaj can't block. I'm not knocking that either. He probably can. I haven't even seen him in many block situations. But that ain't what they use him for. When they bring him in, they literally use him to be a weapon. But he's a better catcher. He's a much better catcher. He can catch the ball. Did you want Teddy Bridgewater or no? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. No. And let me tell you why. I ain't even down on Teddy Bridgewater. I'm going to be honest, I don't think he's much better than Tanahill, first of all. But let's say he was. Why am I going to bring in a Teddy Bridgewater who is going to come in? Say he was to come in. I mean, he's going to be with the Saints, we already know. But say he was to come in. Why would I want to bring him in when he may not have a great O-line, and this is the year he's supposed to prove that he can be a starter? Why you think he re-signed with the Saints? Because he's like, I'm not going to freaking Miami to prove that I can be a starter when they got problems. The O-line is already, they don't take care of their quarterback. They don't protect their quarterback. And this is my chance to show that I'm a starter in the NFL? Hell no, I'm not going to set myself up for failure. That's an easy setup for failure. That's an easy setup for failure. This is this man's future. I'll be better off behind Breeze getting good money, because they're going to still give him good money. I'll be better off behind Breeze getting good money, and I might be the future, but there's no pressure on me because I'm behind Breeze. And I still got my options open to be a starting quarterback in this league. Matter of fact, for a contending team eventually. Come on, man. That's a no-brainer. I don't even know why we ever thought we were getting Teddy. Those rumors just started like 3 days ago. That's the first I even heard of it. About 3 days ago. And I'm like, okay, this is another rumor. Then it started picking up traction. I'm like, where is this stuff be coming from? It don't be coming from the organization. Dolphins are eyeing them. Dolphins ain't eyeing nobody. They checking with every player like they do with scouting on anybody. Current players, old players. Just go, hey, what's his status? The scouting team, the Flores and all the GMs, hey, check out all the quarterbacks that's available in the league. Make calls, see how much they're talking about, this and that. They're doing their general work. And all it takes is one person. Well, the Dolphins called us about him today. Oh, the Dolphins shows interest in Bridgewater. And now all the Dolphin fans, oh, we might be getting Bridgewater. Y'all stop listening to this stuff. Stop. You're setting yourself up for failure, man. Don't listen to it no more. Don't listen to the crap no more. I told y'all that 4 weeks ago. I said I can be live every day talking about the rumors. But not even half. 75% of the rumors we were talking about a month ago aren't even possible anymore. That's why I told y'all, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Do not waste your time. I could have came to y'all every day boring the hell out of y'all. And all these other people, trust me, man, stop listening to all these people out here talking about this is what we're going to do, that's what we're going to do, we're going to pick this person up, that person. They don't know nothing. That's why I ain't claiming to know nothing. Until I see what happened, then I tell you what I think about that, man. Don't believe all this craziness, man. But I tell you what, the one rumor, man, the one thing that is getting under my skin, this Tyrod Taylor situation and the freaking Blake Bortles. Somebody even just put, it's a headline, Blake Bortles to Miami, why not? Oh, like, do they hate Tanahill that much that they talk about? See, once again, the whole Tanahill thing ain't got nothing to do with Tanahill. It's just money, y'all. Tannehill's situation has nothing to do with Tanahill. It's just strictly money. That's all it is. It's strictly money. People are lying to you if they say, oh, they releasing Tanahill because they don't like him as a player and time to move on. No, it's time to move on because of the money and the direction the team's headed now. It's purely money. Well, they did offer him a contract. They offer they test the waters. They test the waters. You think we can get this guy for this? You think we get? Think about it. I wonder when the details come out. I want to see how much New Orleans is actually paying him. Hold on, let me see if they actually have it on here. No details yet on what the Saints are going to be paying him. When I see what the Saints are paying him, then I'll know more. Then I'll know more. Because what if the Saints say, hey, we're just trying to give him like a 3-year or a 2-year, $15 million or something like that. He turned down more money. What, Miami was trying to give him 9? For them, that's a steal. It's what they're trying to do. You think he's the only quarterback they done offered? If they trying to save money, it's as simple as offering, hey, this is what we can do. What you think? What you think? You want to come here? They don't even want to come here. And that's why Miami always gets stuck in paying a higher premium for free agents. And that's why we always end up with these bloated contracts, because nobody want to come to Miami. You know why? Just like the fans, we keep on making mistakes and doing the same thing over and over, hoping for a different result, which is insanity. Not fixing the trenches. We keep patchworking the trenches. We keep on plugging the trenches and putting patches on it. And then whenever it blows, it's like, oh, season over. Let's try to patch it up next year. Like, I just don't, for the life of me, I don't get it, man. I think Tyrod wouldn't be a bad option for us. Depends on the price, man. There's a difference in offering than inquiring. Yeah, there is a difference, but once again, if they're offering, think about it. If Tanahill is going to cost you on cap $24 million this year, that's the cap hit if he was to stay. I'm sure they done offered 3 quarterbacks $10, $11 million. We need to save some money. Can we offer Bridgewater a $10 million a year, $11 million a year, $12 million? It's all about saving money. It's that simple. Get ready to see a very green O-line. Yeah, you're right. There's a difference in offering. I already read that. We don't have money. O-line. I would pay Tyrod 3 years, $15 million. He gonna take $5 million a year? You think he gonna take 5 a year? I don't know, man. We'll find out the details. We'll see what happens, man. But y'all, this TD Fans talking. Am I missing anything in the world of Miami Dolphins that I haven't discussed? Y'all let me know in the comment section. I'll be right back in about 30 seconds, y'all. What's going to happen with our O-line now? Well, Amendola ain't no news, Matthew, man. Hey, he's moved on. He's gone and got his money. He wasn't going to get it from Miami. It's that simple, man. And we kind of have depth at the wide receiver position, to be honest with you. I just can't wait to Wednesday. What's going to happen with Devontae Parker? Are they going to go ahead and somebody said we don't have any money. We got plenty of money. To be honest, we just saved almost $30 million with the moves we already made. Branch, Gore, and all those guys. Amendola, when Quinn, Cam Wake. Guys, we gonna have money. Devontae Parker. We gonna have money. Our trenches look like a waterfall. We'll see, man. Tough times, y'all. But hey, I'm glad that we're not biting so early in this game, man, in free agency. I like the tight end pickup from New England. I already talked to y'all about that the other day in the video. I like that. But, God, it's tomorrow, y'all. It goes down tomorrow. It all goes down tomorrow, man. Trying to do everything I can today so I'll have time to be live tomorrow to talk about some of these moves. Might be live just talking about them while they're happening, man. Might be live tomorrow during the day talking about them while they're happening. So y'all stay tuned. Do y'all know what time tomorrow? Because usually it's a specific time. Usually it's a specific time. You know how sometimes they be like 4 p.m. on Wednesday and different things like that. Is there a time on tomorrow? Or is it just midnight it all starts? Do y'all know? The draft will be key. Free agency will be key. So that the draft can become key. Who can we get to better our O-line? I might come with that tonight, man. Just talking about our O-line and who's out there, who's available. My problem is, out of like the 10 guys that's available that's going to hit free agency, like 6 of them are old. And when I say old, I mean football old. They're reaching that 29, 30, 31, 32 mark. I hear 4 p.m. I think. Okay, so we'll chill out. I might have to go tomorrow evening and go live then. The draft will be telling as to the mindset of the organization. You're right. No. Free agency is already going to tell us. Free agency going to tell us. Because when we leave free agency, we're going to be like, we'll have a better picture on what we're probably going to be doing in the draft. We'll have a better picture of what we're going to be doing in the draft. I can tell you this. If we leave free agency, think about the first 3 days. After that, man, everything else is like little pickings, you know? After the first 3 days, if we just still got all the major holes, it's a fact. We're going to have the youngest team in the NFL. We're saving as much money as we can, and that's the direction we're headed. That's the direction we're headed. I mean, look at the Raiders, man. They were smart. We might be in that situation like the Raiders. We might be in the same situation the Raiders are in, y'all. That's why I tell you. And I like their situation. They have 3 first-round picks this year and a second-round pick that's like 3rd overall in the second round. They picked 34th in the second round. To me, that's 4 first-round picks, okay? Not only do they have those picks, they bring in Antonio Brown. Now they get to see if their quarterback is the guy of the future, which I love. They catered it to now we get to determine if this is going to be our guy. The Raiders can turn it around like that with those 4 picks. They can turn it around like that with those 4 picks. And they've been making other moves. He gets a left tackle too. Starting level, one of the best in the NFL. Raiders ain't smart. They cut a Hall of Famer. No, they are beyond smart. They are beyond. And who are you talking about? Khalil Mack? Is that what you're talking about? Pete, let me know. Are you talking about Khalil Mack? We might be letting Andres Pete go. Left guard. He wants too much money. We can't afford him. Okay. We ain't trying to afford anyone anyway. First round picks don't mean they will pan out. Tanahill. All right, Pete. But here's what you fail to realize, Pete. Would you want to keep Khalil Mack so he can have you in salary cap dungeon? I mean, think about it. If you kept Khalil Mack, you couldn't bring in Antonio Brown. And you don't have any assets. Would you just want to keep on losing with a great D lineman? Is that what that's what you want to do? You want to just keep losing with a great D lineman? Is that what you're trying to do? Teams can no longer hold themselves captive over big salary. Why you think the Patriots just had a 25-year-old left tackle who is all pro, and they're like, thank you for your services, bye. We drafted your replacement last year. And they should have been the front runners to sign him. And they said, bye, go get your money. We're not paying you that. We drafted your replacement last year. We'll be straight. Khalil Mack would have held them hostage, man. And that's not good. That's terrible. They got tons for him, and they were smart because now they restructured all their books. We ain't on this bloated contract anymore. Just imagine if we had Ndamukong Suh for the same price that the Rams had him at. The Rams had him for like $16 million, if I'm not mistaken. And look at us paying him like 30. Imagine the Rams paying him 30. They wouldn't even made the Super Bowl because they would have been hurt on other parts of the team. Matter of fact, they wouldn't even been able to afford to sign him. Khalil Mack would. That's why I'm telling y'all. Let me tell y'all this now. Who you prefer, TD? AB or Mack? I prefer neither. But if I was to choose, I would go with Mack. But I think you're missing the point, Pete. What did the Raiders get for Khalil Mack? Do y'all remember what the Raiders got for Khalil Mack? Put it in the comment section. What did the Raiders get for Khalil Mack? Put it in the comment section if you remember, man. What did the Raiders get for Khalil Mack? And I'm asking y'all that because I don't remember the details. Khalil Mack trade. Watch, Mack gonna be a milkman next year. They got the 24th pick in the first round. Khalil Mack. 1 second, y'all. All right, this is what they got for Khalil Mack. Raiders got a 2019 first round pick, a 2020 first round pick, a 2020 third round pick. It stopped. Hold on, let me see. Let me keep reading. Hold on. Bears get Khalil Mack, a 2020 second round pick, and a 2020 conditional fifth round pick. Raiders get 2019 first round pick, 2020 first round pick, 2020 third round pick, and a 2019 sixth round pick. So let me help you out, Pete. You asked me who would I rather, AB or Mack. You said they get the 24th pick in first round. That's not what they got. You can't ask AB or Mack. Here's what you have to ask. Which would you rather? First round pick this year, first round pick next year, third round pick and a sixth round pick? Or would you rather a second round and a sixth round, which they gave away for AB? You see that? They kept the 2 first rounders, but the second and the sixth that they got from the trade, that's how they acquired AB. So they got AB plus 2 first rounders. Do you see how that works? Do you see why that was smart of Gruden? You see that? Gruden out here finessing the system, man. Give me them 2 first rounds, a second and a sixth. Oh, AB over there, and y'all have to get rid of him? Well, I got a second and a sixth. Go ahead, let's trade. Now I got AB and 2 first rounds. Now, which would you rather, Pete? That's how you have to look at it. You got to stop looking at the player in the name. He got AB and 2 first rounders. That's how you have to look at it. Because he transformed that second and sixth for AB. So he got AB and 2 first round picks. Plus he get his own first round pick this year. And still got a second round pick that's low. So which would you rather? Stop looking at these players, or which would you rather, AB or Mack? You can't look at it that way. You cannot look at it that way. That's why I will not be shocked, y'all. I'm not saying we headed in this direction, but before I go, I want to open up a scenario for y'all. Don't be surprised if this year, I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised if this year a player like Laramie Tunsil gets traded and a player like Xavier Howard gets traded. Don't be surprised. I know you don't want to hear that, but don't be surprised. Matter of fact, both of them. Don't be surprised. They are purging this organization, and it ain't a bad thing. Glad to see you back on. Fans hitting the panic button already. I know, Anthony. It's crazy, man. Appreciate the donation, man. But don't be surprised if Laramie Tunsil doesn't get traded sometime in the season and Xavier Howard. Both of them about to be up for big deals. Don't be surprised if Miami don't start stockpiling draft picks. Just saying, y'all. Keep that in your mind. You see what the Raiders did? Raiders, everybody talked trash about what they were doing. But John Gruden knew what he was doing. I'm not going to have no Khalil Mack in his prime have wasted years on this team while we rebuild. Wasted years, and all it takes during them wasted years is that one ACL or that one Achilles or that one knee injury, and he never be the same player again since we're in a rebuild. You don't waste your money like that. If we're going to be in a if we're going to be in a rebuild, same thing goes with Laramie Tunsil. Why am I going to have him in his prime while we're rebuilding, and then all it takes is that one big injury, and he ain't worth half of what he used to be? Let's go ahead and stockpile these draft picks. Let's stockpile these draft picks. Xavier Howard, please have a great season starting out next year, so we can get a first or a second rounder for you. Go ahead, you a Pro Bowler. Go ahead and start the season out with just a Pro Bowl season after 8 games, right before the trade deadline. Who's trying to win the Super Bowl this year? We got a Pro Bowl cornerback. What's up? We got a Pro Bowl cornerback. That's all you missing. That's all you need. We just asking for a first. That's all we asking. Or we'll take 2 seconds. Your choice. And you see what come on. It's up to you. I don't see Laramie leaving, but I can see Howard traded, especially after his comments about getting paid. Now, I agree with you, Alonzo. I'm just saying, you can't put none of it past. The Raiders have it perfect, man. They have it perfect. The Khalil Mack situation, they got paid. People don't get it. People looked at it the wrong way. I mean, what are you getting rid of Khalil Mack for, just to go in the draft and hope you find another one? You're not going to find another one. And I don't want to find another $30 million a year guy. Y'all got to understand, $30 million, if you got any player on your roster that's getting $30 million a year, you are hurting another position. That's a fact. When are people going to get that? But he's the best. Yeah, he can keep on being the best, fighting to get in the playoffs every year. Have we not learned with Jason Taylor? Have we not learned with Cameron Wake? Weren't they great players, but never was enough? Come on, man. This TD Fans Talk, man. I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for sticking with me. How long this chat been going? About 1 hour and 40 minutes. Hey, man. Today, tomorrow, or the next day I'll be on, guys. Just been dealing with a lot. Trying to get this house situated, man. And hanging stuff up. I've just been working. I've been working, y'all. So I'm on it, man. But I'm gonna be on when I can. But know that once I'm on, once I got my area set up and everything, furniture's delivered, and we start getting rolling, hopefully by mid next week, I'll have my normal setup. Right now, I'm on the island counter with my laptop, with my screen up right here in front of me. And I just had to hook it up however I could, wires everywhere, just to go live and talk to y'all about some of the stuff that's been going on, man. Are you going to any games? Absolutely. I check out the replay. Cool. Where at in Florida? I'm in Central Florida. Now, I don't give my exact city because there are some crazy people out here in this world, man. I'm from Delray Beach. Shout out to you, Delray. Enjoy that 17 jersey, TD. I am while I can, man. While I can. While I can. See you later, bro. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace. I'm out.